You know what I mean? Where do we get to be women? Where do we get to be punks? Where do we get castrated at? Where do we start feminizing who we are? You know what I mean? And this is what we have to start understanding. And say, you know what? I never really thought about that. I'm out there begging them to do something for me when they don't even like me. When they brought me here as a slave, when I was 3/5 of a man. You know, when they use the Bible to use anything. Oh, and by the way, I'm a Christian, so I'm gonna use the Bible. When they use the Bible to try to oppress us, you know what I mean? Say, oh, it's okay to do because you're not human. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This is what we have to understand. You know, we got to get out of that mentality of trying to appease them. You know, they're never going to do anything for us. That's how we keep asking to. You know what I mean? But look out for the brothers. Look out for your own. And then start seeing how things start getting better.
Yeah. But you know, the castration of the black man, as you guys mentioned, came from the Euro-American government, quote-unquote powers that be, right? Well, guess who's under that? The motherfuckers that we talking about, that are our enemies, which is the motherfucking cops. You understand? And we go down from the government to the motherfucking Fed, to the state, to the city, to the county. These motherfuckers are not our friends. And I'm gonna tell you honestly, it's not even personal. This shit is programmed into these cats. Like I said, when they take that oath, it is programmed to focus on us. Do you like? We don't even see situations where as the Orientals are getting killed by the police. We don't see situations where the Irish or the Italians are getting killed by police for nothing. We don't see that. So we must understand that they gotta be an enemy. Bottom line, it's not personal. This is systematic. This is systematic. Now, you had mentioned something earlier about you talking to your seeds. And I respect every brother here. I respect your viewpoints and everything like that. But when you said yes sir and things of that nature, for me, it hurt. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I've been in the court system 3. Criminal, family, and with my job, right? I'm talking about a span of maybe 15 years. Never have I ever said sir to any of the European judges. Even a black judge, I would not do it. And this is just from my personal, you know what I mean? Somebody mentioned Miss Dave. You know, I just yeah. Like I just can't grasp that. You know, when I was in court many a times, you know, motherfuckers address these guys as Your Honor and Sir and all this bullshit. On my life, I have never addressed it like that. On my life, I've never said yes to them. I said that is correct. Whatever they ask, whatever the fuck, that's correct. I'm totally against that. What I want to say, I don't know. I guess I want to say the white supremacy. I guess you know what I mean, because that's basically what it is. Because they see us as 3/5 of men, because they feel that we are less than animals. You know, they treat their dogs better than they treat black men, black people. You understand? Like, and this is well known. This is a fact. Kiss him in the mouth, have him in the car, drive with him. Yeah, sleep with him. You understand?
Dog, they probably have a whole bunch of people out there.
Michael Wilkins, baby.
Yeah.
Come on. And a motherfucker would kill somebody, a person. You feel me? And they hit him with one time. You know what I mean? It's more of a debacle, per se. You know,
hey man, you know what I mean? Hey, could I respond to that? I mean, I understand your position.
yes.
I'm coming from a position of selfishness when I shared that with myself. Because at the end of the day, we all want our sons to come home.
I understand.
And if that's what it takes to
I'm just saying, I
get it.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, for me, personally, I disagree. Because I don't, and this is just me once again.
But that's why it's dialogue.
And I respect you.
Right.
And everything you saying, and you know, I'm just saying for me, like even with my seed, like, you know, I think you had touched on it earlier, you know. I speak to my son. Matter of fact, they had a episode on it, and I always tell him, you know, you don't want to be aggressive because they're going to view it and it'll be a scapegoat as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, however, and they never really they never fear for their life. This is all systematic. Once again,
stuff.
you know what I mean? Right. No doubt.
You
Other than that,
you got a gun store.
Right.
I ain't got nothing.
but listen, other than that, from gate, it's systematic. All right, so that fear for your life shit, that's a cop-out. That's what they do to justify what the fuck they do that's not right. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. And it's already 5-on-1.
Yeah.
Scale of what? When they beat Rodney King, it was fucking 5-on-1. The man was on the ground, cuz.
Cleveland.
That's just one.
Cleveland.
Listen,
137 shots into a car.
Diallo, who was 41. I mean, come on, we go on and on. I'm just saying, so that's a motherfucking line of bullshit. It's a lot. That we as people accept it.
It's a Mason line of bullshit.
However, I would say this back to the point. You know, I just, you know, I tell my seed, like, you know, don't ever be aggressive. However, never show weakness. Never show them that they are superior. You are inferior. You understand? That's very important for us to teach our seeds because they are bullies. Once they see that, they pounce even harder.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, if you have a balance within it, and you're like, I'm not going to disrespect them. However, I'm not going to let them disrespect me. Hey, now they look at that, just like we saw that footage of the brother in the car. You know what I mean? That's when they say, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to think about it. When normally they don't think about it. They just act. When they see that black man in that car, that black man walking, they act. Bam, let's get him. Let's fuck with him. They had the sister that was the dean. You know what I mean? Man, they fucked with her straight up, point blank. That's a black woman. Get her. Make them think. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my take.
No, I mean, I've had situations. He's sitting in the car. I'm in front of my door. I'm about to go in the house. My man talking to me from my alma mater. And the cop pulls up and he starts to, you know, ID and everything. I'm like, all right, ID. And he starts asking us questions. I said, I need to know your badge number and name. And then he paused. He said, why you need to know my badge number and name? He said, why you need my ID?
Make them think. That's exactly what I'm saying. You gotta remember, the patrol are the street soldiers. I get that. But what you just said, like, this is what I'm speaking about. Make them think. Oh, show intellect. And that's what happens. You make them think because you have to have a balance with it. You can't be over the top. And that's already the key.
Yeah.
However, if you're too passive, they're gonna get you really fucking.
I had an idea.
Hold that thought, brother. Let's get to my man.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of weigh in on the situation y'all just speaking about. The way I look at it, I don't believe no human being should empower the creation to the form of a creator. And what I mean by like that, when you just come so mild and meek that you giving them God status almost. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you giving the created creature just as you the creator type status. And like once you get as a human being, I know everybody's not like this, but once you get to this nothing they can do to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no wild but I'm saying I'm not putting my tail between my legs. You're not gonna castrate me. We gonna have dialogue as men or whatever, and it's gonna be done like that. But like you say, you know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. And I know it's a maturation process for most. You know what I'm saying? That they gotta mature and understand their worth and who they are as a people, and that the things they're subject to is inhumane, basically. You know what I'm saying? So now I'll say, as far as my kids, you know, me personally, I would never teach my kids that. Like I would teach them to deal with them from a balanced perspective. But it's not gonna be no yes this, yes this, yes that, because one thing like what's lost is our African American tradition and legacy. We don't pass it well to our children. We automatically say, go get a nice job, go to school, get a job, integrate in America. Then when they get in their 20s, they're lost. I mean, everybody wants their kids not to be in the street, to have a good job, and do this. But when you don't teach them who they are and where they come from, their legacy, their tradition, where we're great people. You know what I mean? We're exceptional in our legacy, our traditions that we forward and our whole struggles. When you don't explain this to your children, they grow up lost. They're just completely lost. That's why their relationship function with what they see on TV. They do this. It's like they have nothing's really grounded. Or getting a job, and I got a good job. I went to school, and you get into them entities, and they try to castrate you there. You done did everything the right way. And I have a lot of my friends, like I say, I ain't gonna say we lost friendship, but like they went to college, got the master's degree, done this, do this, and they hanging on by a thread. Like everybody else, they didn't tell them about this other side of the game. You know what I mean? They wasn't schooled on that. Like, go to school and do this, and everything will be all right. That's not the reality. You know what I mean? Everybody want their kids to come home, but if I had teenage kids, which I don't, but if I did, I'd be telling them go to the street with Black Lives Matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go down to protest. You know what I mean? Go down. They gotta learn. You gotta be active. You know what I mean? You don't want no kids sitting home on playing video games all their life and doing not learning being a knucklehead. They just an airhead. You know what I'm saying? All they know is work and sex or whatever. You know, that's all you know. You're an airhead. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna push my kids down that path and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta teach our kids the importance of people who died and made sacrifice for us, so that they will follow in their shoes. But like people be scared to pass culture down. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just like people don't realize it. They look at Malcolm X, think he went to jail. No, his dad was in the Garvey movement. The Klan assassinated his father. His brothers and sisters in the Garvey movement, they was radical. His family, it was passed down to them. Ella Baker, it was passed down to them. Martin Luther King, it was passed down to them. You go on and on and on. The tradition was passed down to them, and they kept passing it. And we got to get back to the kids, passing the legacy on our children so we can reclaim our heritage. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it at that point. You know,
I'm dealing with an issue right now where I put too much value in other people's opinion and not enough value in fact. So I'm a demur. Like if I get taken out and if I gotta leave, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna make some noise on the way out the door. But and this is just my opinion. I understand what y'all saying. We can't keep taking a subservient position. We can't maintain the status quo. We gotta change it. We gotta change the way we think. We gotta fight the indoctrination. We gotta question everything that they feed to us. Like, is this chitlins or is it pork chops? Beating low the hog, beating high off the hog. We gotta question everything. So, I get what you gentlemen say, but I like to pick and choose my battles. Is this a battle I'm going to fight? If you want to see my driver's license, is this it? Is this how I'll go out? So I just prefer to take an art of war stance and fight on my terrain where I'm comfortable. And I guess that's the position where we agree to disagree. A people who don't learn from their history are doomed to repeat. In 1968, LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, commissioned 2 reports. The first one came back titled America's Racism. It stepped on a lot of toes. They ain't like it. So we commissioned another one. And it came back. It was called the Kerner Commission. Kenner Commission. It said we're headed for a divided America where there's 2 Americas. 1968. And it said that we had to address equality and poverty and blah, 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 blah. So that's over 40 years old, about to be 50 years old. And we are right back at that position because we didn't learn. And Brother Obadiah, you said, I don't consider myself to be insane. But if I keep doing the same thing over and over, but looking for a different result,
Right?
if you ain't insane, excuse my political correctness, you're a fucking retard. And that's where we are. And we're doing the same thing over and over. We don't march. We don't petition. And people are upset with Michael Johnson. But what Michael Johnson did initially was wrong, but as it plays itself out, he accelerated the conversation. Because we weren't talking about this. Politicians weren't talking about this. You know, and we didn't mention it, but how do you blow a man up? How do you resort to a tactic of the enemy in this terrorism, which is a fictional enemy, which is an idea, and you want to kill ideas with weapons, with physical munitions? You know, it doesn't work. You kill ideas with other ideas, with education. You don't kill ideas by killing people. It doesn't work like that. You feed into the ideology of your enemy, and so you bomb this brother. And before before we started filming, Brother Kareem, you mentioned that they used drones to get the ex-cop in California that went on the killing spree. And then before that, in 1985 in Philadelphia, you dropped a duffel bag with explosives on the roof with women and children. And then you let it burn. And then you said that we were still receiving gunshots. Who's shooting at you on fire? I mean, and then, brother, besides, you said this is the level of BS that you feed this. This is a line of BS as long as you equate it. And you feed this BS after BS after BS. The way I was raised, I don't approach a cop. What black man approaches a cop? Reaches in the window, starts punching him, tries to take his gun. Michael Brown. And then after you shoot him, how is he still a threat? Are you going to provide any CPR, or are you just going to let him bleed out? Every incident they let him bleed out. Every incident.
Yeah, man, tell no lies.
Yeah.
It's telling you from the gate. It always has been, always will be. The black man is a threat. Now, I'm gonna touch on something brief because I'm going to get to my point. But you talked about blowing up the brother Michael Johnson. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that SWAT is heavily trained.
They said he was cornered.
For this.
Mm-hmm. They said he was cornered.
For this. So anytime you have one man up against a whole SWAT team, you need to tell me you can't figure out how to go in and get that brother. Bully. It's telling you from the gate. Nah, we scared of this cat.
What happened to Siege?
We scared of this cat.
What happened to Siege? You just sit there and wait. You gotta eat. You gotta get home. He's one dude. He ain't carry all the equipment in there, did he? Food, toilet paper,
Exactly. He's telling you, no, this is a cat we gotta get rid of because we don't want him around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now, as far as you talking about people upset with Michael Johnson, from what I'm getting, people really aren't upset with him because they understand why. Even police understand.
Yeah.
If you listen to police, he's not shocked. You know what I mean? Because he understands what now. He may not sanction it, but around America, people are not really shocked by this. They say, look, how much can you take before you rise up? You know, but I just want to touch on that real quick.
Nah, brother. Yeah.
Why? Someone once said, evil prevails when good men do nothing. This is the point that I really want to make. We have, for a long time, allowed injustice and things to happen in our community, and we've sat by and done nothing. We have a disease that I'm gonna call narcissism that we have embraced and promoted. As long as it happens to you, it's okay. As long as it doesn't happen to me. Now, then as soon as it happens to me, then I want to talk about it. We allow drug dealers to sell drugs on our blocks and not do anything. We allow us to shoot each other on a corner, and then the day after, once the yellow tape is gone, we walk by that same corner because it didn't affect us. Well, this is something that we have to get past now. This is something where you got to say, you know what? It's not about me. We can no longer just say, all right, well, it's not me. It's not affecting me personally, so I don't want to get involved. We need to get involved. The 60s was a great time. You know why the 60s was a great time? Because people got involved. People got involved. They put aside whatever ideology they had, whatever excuse me, whatever they had that was not going along with someone else, and say, you know what, it's not about that anymore. You know what I mean? We need to go to collectively get together. We need to start standing up. We need to start speaking up. We need to start doing something. This is what we're missing out today. You know what I mean? It starts small. This small problem has elevated to a real big cancer. You know what I mean? We got to start doing these things. We got to start hitting the small stuff. Say, you know what? No. If there's a shooter, we're not going to have shooters on the block. We're not going to have you selling dope on this block. You know, that you want to say, you got to go someplace else, but it's not going to happen here. And guess what? If you got 10 brothers, I mean, you probably even need 10, but for the sake of it, we'll do 10. You got 10 brothers standing right there in the corner where y'all selling that crack at. Guess what? I guarantee you ain't going to be selling it. Because the same thing you got, we got. So what you want to do? Now, we try to come to a peaceful resolution. We live in this block. I'm good, thank you. You know what I mean? Go someplace else with that. You know what I mean? And that's what stop that. But we have got to a point where you say, oh, it's not me. All I care about is me and my family and so forth and so on. We, as brothers, we become feminized. We become passive. You know, and then when something major happens, it makes news. Then we want to stand up and rise up. No. It's too late then. It's too late for that. We need to get back to getting involved with each other. You know what I mean? With the social ills that's going on in our community that we can get rid of. But I don't want to say that we can't. We get rid of everything. You know, if we collectively come together. You know, but we got to get out that selfish mentality, that passive mentality. This is what we're losing out on. You know, because then this stuff wouldn't be happening. They said, we can't do it. These people together. Yeah. You know, but just because we're apart, this is why this is going on. Oh, you know, they shoot themselves all the time. Anybody worried about it? Well, so that we shoot them, it's no big deal. You know what I mean? No, we're stopping that. You know, you would no longer kill our sons. Our sons are killing our sons. Do we understand that? These little babies that were so cute when they were 2 and 3 have grown up and they're shooting your sons. The same when you babysat, shot your son. The same when you put food in his mouth when he was a little kid, shot your son.
The same when you wiped his ass.
Shot your son. And we're letting this happen. And it's like no big deal. And we're not fed up with that. Well, the time is now to be fed up. This is ridiculous. This is just insane. It's ridiculous that we let these things happen in our community by us. And then when it happens to another ethnicity, then we want to rise up. It's BS.